Hello and good afternoon. We are here joined by my colleague Deepak and other colleagues from Bangalore as well as Chennai as well as Kerala. And we'll be talking about all the southern stories, southern development which has taken place today, political one, crime one, and every other aspect of southern politics and southern development we'll be talking about. First, we start our bulletin with the story which is related to Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam is a very sacred Hindu hill shrine located in Tirupati, and in recent time we've been reporting that how TTD is witnessing several kind of allegation of scams and mismanagement. Earlier last year, in fact, Chandrababu Naidu, the Chief Minister, he first disclosed that there was a adulteration in ghee, which was used in the manufacturing of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam Prasad. Later on, Paraka money, it's a donation box scam. It came out, and we also reported about that Paraka money scam. And there also investigation, SIT investigation is going on, and several of the top leaders of YSR Congress Party, in fact, they have been questioned in Paraka money scam. And now a fresh scam has emerged. In fact, TTD Vigilance Department, they have found that while TTD has placed order of procurement of silk vastram, these silk dupattas, in fact, it is given as a blessing to all those VIPs and devotees who come to offer prayers to Lord Venkateshwara at Tirumala. And the terms and condition of contract says that it should be 100% silk vastram, but what vigilance of TTD has found that it was manufactured and made of 100% polyester. And this particular revelation of vigilance has shocked the TTD. In fact, now TTD board has decided to initiate a ACB probe in the whole scam. What TTD vigilance has found that almost over 50 crores worth scam taken place. TTD board now has decided to ask ACB to investigate into the whole allegation. Listening to what TTD chairman BR Naidu had to say about this whole findings.
చెప్తా దానికి అన్ని అడగద్దండి. ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తా. ఈ షాల్వాలు ఉన్నాయి కదా, అది బయట 350 రూపాయలు 400 రూపాయలు దొరుకుతుంది. దాన్ని 1334 రూపాయలు కొంటున్నారు. ఇప్పటికీ నాకు తెలిసి ఈ 4-5 ఏళ్ళు ఒక 50 కోట్ల రూపాయల మెటీరియల్ కొన్నారు. మాకు అక్కడ డౌట్ వచ్చింది. అక్కడి నుంచి చూస్తే చాలా వరకు ఇట్లాంటి అవినీతి జరిగింది కాబట్టి వాళ్ళని ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తాం, ఏసీబీ చూసుకుంటుంది.
So this scam has now taken a political turn. TDP, which is in power, in fact, and BJP, which is also a participant in the power in government in Andhra Pradesh, they are alleging YSRCP mismanagement during its rule. The TTD faced several kind of all this mismanagement, and now investigation is on. We will now move to Bangalore, where my colleague Deepak will tell you about the story related to Karnataka.
Well, thank you, Ashish. We are here at the Suvarna Vidhan Saudha. This is in Belagavi, where the winter session of the Karnataka Assembly is underway. It's expected to be a steamy one for the next couple of weeks, and it started off with, the government today tabling the hate speech bill of 2025. They've been talking about this. The cabinet recently gave a clear green signal, but today we've got access to the entire bill, which here proposes anywhere between 2 to a 10-year jail time, a non-bailable offence for anybody making provocative, inflammatory speeches. Not just that, there is also an instance here where, the bill goes on to say that even the organizations to which these individuals belong could actually face the music through this bill. The BJP and the Congress are going at each other, while the BJP says this is an attempt to target the BJP and other right-wing organizations. The Congress party has gone on to say this is to just ensure that, any sort of communal speeches or communal crimes in the state of Karnataka can be curbed. Firstly, let's listen into some of the reactions that are coming in.
Of course, hate speech is a part of the government's agenda. You can't allow all this hate speech to happen. And we have to maintain peace, law and order in the state.
Hate speech bill is nothing but leftist agenda of Sidramaya. He wants to bring in these kind of things and divert the attention of the people, and in order and continue the appeasement politics what he believes in.
If you look at the hate speech bill, it's a broader bill where there are a lot of aspects covering misinformation, disinformation, hate speech, and what's coming out recently with respect to AI and things like this which are not verified. You know, for a common person or a common citizen to verify what is true, what is not true has really become a problem. So I think there has to be some effort made by the government to put a tag, to put a label, to verify what is genuine information and what is information which is being just put outside the propaganda. So I think it's a very fair bill to be bringing in now.
So, well, like I said, we are here at the Suvarna Sauda. Joining me is BJP legislator Mr. Patil. Sir, you've been a minister in the past. Now, here with the government bringing in a hate speech bill. Some of your BJP leaders are saying this is to target the BJP right-wing organizations as well. How do you really view the bill? It's, of course, not yet discussed, but it's been tabled.
It is not at all necessary to bring this bill. Since we got independence in 1947, no assembly has taken such type of bill in the past history till today. This is the, as you earlier said that, it is targeting our leaders, that's all.
But how do you see it as targeting? Because, you know, the BJP is saying that, you know, Karnataka is a secular state, that there shouldn't be any sort of communal violence, and this bill only aims to curb communal violence, communal speeches, and the BJP should be actually supporting this cause.
Where is the communal violence? Where is the communal violence? Who has made the communal violence? One community people have made the communal violence. But they are not arresting them. But they are arresting some other peoples, particularly Hindus. Some of the noted gundas and rowdies are looted police station, fired the police station.
Right.
They jumped and danced on the police jeep. That case has been withdrawn.
Okay. So you stay with us because, you know, we have another story very interconnected to this one. Now, while on one hand, of course, now the government plans to bring in the hate speech bill. On the other hand, there are legislators who are saying that there needs to be a ban on the Bajrang Dal. This is something that the Congress spoke about in the manifesto as well. Now, once again, Mr. BK Hariprasad has claimed that he's told the government that they should not keep this proposal in abeyance and they should actually consider it and ban this organization. This comes close on the heels of a murder of a Gram Panchayat member in Chikmagaluru, where the accused are believed to be from the Bajrang Dal. So let's firstly listen into some of the reactions that are coming in.
The Bajrang Dal is a nationalistic organization. It's been always working sincerely and law-abiding within the law framework. They have not done anything like PFI or some other organization working against the country or our society. They have been law-abiding. Honestly, this kind of statements by Congress party is not in a good taste, not in the interest of society. I call upon them to stop all this kind of, statements or, trying to instigate or make this kind of biased statement is not fair. It's not in good interest of the society. The people have given them an opportunity to run the state.
Well, even as we were just discussing about, the Congress leaders, including Mr. BK Hariprasad himself, who's now spoken about the ban on Bajrang Dal. Once again, he's in fact joining me live here today on the broadcast. Sir, you've said that you've again spoken to the Chief Minister about this, ban. As the BJP leaders say that the Bajrang Dal is a peaceful organization, they are saying that this is an appeasement politics once again from the Congress party. The same old saga is the charge that's coming in from them.
They have a habit of changing the history, editing the history. Now, if they think that Bajrang Dal is a peaceful organization, they should change the word in the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary. They should edit the Oxford Dictionary and make it as a peaceful one. And Mr. Ganesh Gowda, what is he? What is the appeasement? He has been killed by the Bajrang Dal activist. Bajrang Dal is no peaceful organization. It's no non-violent organization. It's a violent organization which believes in hate speeches and there are a lot of cases who are filed against the Bajrang Dal activities who are involved in the murders.
What's the appeal you've made, sir?
Well, it should be banned. Very simple.
But this was something that was in your manifesto, but never got implemented.
That's how we have been insisting they should be banned, because it's threat to the human life itself. Chikmagalur was the most peaceful district, and if any other community man would have killed this Ganesh Gowda, things would have been different. They have got a fashion for everything to say appeasement. It is not the question. We are not demanding Bajrang Dal should be banned because they were doing something against the religious minorities. They have started killing people. There is an instance also way back in 2016 or 17 in one of the Udupi districts. A Hindu boy was killed. BJP Mandal Adhyaksh was killed by this Bajrang Dal.
Okay, very quickly I want to ask you, on one hand there's a hate speech bill that has also been tabled. On the other hand, you're talking about a ban of Bajrang Dal. And very interestingly, in the hate speech bill, it talks about taking action against organizations to which individuals belong. Yeah. So is this all interconnected, the ban on Bajrang Dal and the hate speech bill?
Whoever who gives a hate speech, that should be banned. And whether the organizations are registered or unregistered, they should be action should be taken against them. That's the bill.
Okay, thank you, Mr. B.K. Hariprasad. That was Congress MLC senior leader, Mr. B.K. Hariprasad, going on to say that action should be taken against anybody who's trying to incite violence, who indulges in hate speech, and also saying that the Bajrang Dal is not a peaceful organization like the BJP has been maintaining. Let's listen into a few more reactions, in fact, that we got from the leaders here in Karnataka.
All diversion tactics of Mr. Siddaramaiah in order to divert the real attention from North Karnataka issues and the sufferings of the farmers. These kind of issues are being raised by this. There is a huge fight in the Congress in order to divert all that attention. They is doing that.
We've always been saying that we're trying to establish a secular setup in Karnataka. Karnataka has always been a state which has been very secular in its nature. If you look at social reformists, Basavarna, and all of these kind of people who come out of Karnataka, we've been a very socially, a very communal free kind of a state. So with respect to forces which are trying to bring in a communal angle in society and trying to disturb, be it progress, be it communal harmony, be it social harmony, we're completely opposed to these kind of forces. So if these kind of activities continue, the government will have to take a decision against these kind of anti-social elements.
So even as we were discussing, the hate speech bill, and then of course the Congress leaders once again talking about banning the Bajrang Dal, the Chief Minister's legal advisor, Congress MLA from Virajpet, Mr. A.S. Ponnana, joining me on the broadcast. Sir, are these two things interconnected? Because on one hand, the hate speech bill talks about taking action against anybody, delivering a hate speech or inciting speech. On the other hand, it also proposes to take action against the organization. The BJP is saying you're trying to target them, right-wing organizations, through this bill. And also, the Bajrang Dal is a peaceful organization. What would you like to say?
Anybody who feels that they are being targeted because of the hate speech bill, believe in hate speech. That's the only reason they must be feeling jittery. But we are all, whether you are in BJP, whether you are in Congress, irrespective of the political party, civil society at large is affected by hate speech, isn't it? Freedom of speech under our constitution is subjected to certain conditions, including public morality.
But the VHP says that the Congress has been time and again going after, the RSS, the VHP, the Bajrang Dal.
No, see, these are narratives that they have built up. Nobody is going after anybody here. We are going after the, speech. We are going after people who are spreading hatred through their speeches or through their talks or through their narratives, through their writings, which is absolutely important to maintain sanity in our society. And if somebody says, as the bill itself suggests, it is aimed against hate speech. Sure. If somebody is getting insecure about the bill, obviously they are propagators of hate speech. The Supreme Court has said very categorically that hate speech is a threat to our society. Therefore, some steps must be taken, which is exactly what we are doing.
Thank you, Mr. Ponnana, for speaking to us here on NDTV. Well, that was the legal advisor going on to say that those who are opposing it are jittery about the speech. Let's also now listen in to what Vinod Bansal of the VHP had to say about this plan of the government.
Actually, the thing is that the Congress is repeatedly attacking RSS, VHP, Bajrang Dal and all, just to get the cheap publicity, because they do not have any constructive agenda. They do have only destructive mindset actually. The thing is that whatever is to be done by the government itself. No, the state government should do it rather than talking on it actually. But they don't want to have. They don't dare to do that actually. I challenge them. If you have the courage to do it, you do it, because you have seen in the past so many times you have banned the RSS, BHP and Bajrang also while you were in the Union Ministry. But what had happened? Every time they have been slapped by the honorable courts and they have to vacate the ban. Now they do not have any courage or they do not have any power to do that. That's why they are going to allegate the nationalist organization and try to get the cheap publicity only.
Well, that's it from me from Karnataka. Now over to my colleague Vijay from Tamil Nadu, where the Deepam controversy refuses to die down. Vijay?
Thank you. That's right. The controversies over Kartike Deepam Tirupparangundramal continues. Let's begin with the breaking news. India Bloc MPs, DMK MPs moves resolution against impeachment of the Justice GR Swaminathan of Madurai bench of Madras High Court, who actually gave verdict allowing to lighten up the Kartike Deepam in top of Tirupparangundram hill. DMK MPs on grounds they said that the judge acts in a biased way. So these on the various grounds the India Bloc MPs moves motion to impeach the Justice GR Swaminathan in Parliament. There was a huge controversy. Controversy started with the petitioner who asked for a permission, who asked for a direction from the court allowing to lighten up the Deepam in top of the Tirupparangundram, whereas the HRNC temple administration refused to do that, saying that for a long time, for centuries, the Kartike Deepam is being lightened up in the same ancient spot for more than 100 years. But however, the petitioner asked to lighten up in the top of the hill, the petitioner called as a traditional spot called as a Deebatun. However, the court ordered allowing the temple administration to lighten up the Deepam on top of the hill. And then police refused to implement that, saying that possible for a law and order situation, and the district administration invoked 144 section, and there was a huge scuffle between police official and Hindutva right-wing groups. And later there was a contempt of court over Tirupparangundram proceedings, in which also judge again gave order saying that the petitioner himself should be allowed to lighten up the Deepam on top of the hill. However, again police refused to say that they are going to appeal against the contempt of proceedings, against the invoking of 144 sections or revoking of 144 sections. All the developments, government calls this as a BJP is trying to create communal tension in the Madurai city in Tirupparangundram and ahead of 2026 election. However, whereas the BJP criticized DMK, saying that they are doing appeasement politics. In this situation, they have India Bloc MPs moves impeachment of motion in Parliament against the Justice GR Swaminathan. Let's listen into the reaction which we have lined up.
This judge has violated or gives another judgment, a single judge overlooks the judgment of two-judge bench. Is it legal? Is it permissible? Twice the two-judge bench had ordered that the place where usually it is happening, they should light the lamp in that area. Why he violated from that? How can he do that? When a higher bench had ordered one thing, that is the final order. How can a single judge change that?
We are very much concerned with the situation in Tirupparangundram. Tamil Nadu is a very peace-loving society. We, irrespective of religion, caste, linguistic profile, we would like to live very peacefully. We believe there is a lot of sentiments among even the people and the government and the India Alliance parties. Our harmonious society will be troubled by this kind of judgment. So, to reflect the public sentiments, today India Alliance has given an impeachment motion against the Honorable Justice of Madras High Court.
It's a wrong precedence. The judiciary has taken its stand after verifying all the historic events and the historic material, and very categorically dealt with the matter. And I am very much surprised about the attitude of the DMK MPs and as well as the other MPs who really don't know the sentiments and they have signed. More than 110 MPs have signed it. They should have, according to me, very humbly I can say, this is the sentiment of Hindus for 100 years and this is the right of each and every Hindu in Tamil Nadu.
मंदिर में दीप जलाने की परमिशन दिया था, उसके खिलाफ इम्पीचमेंट है. अगर उनका जो कस्टम है, देखो भाई, अपने देश में संविधान ने अधिकार दिया अपने अपने धर्म से व्यक्तिगत रूप से जो करना है, पूजा पाठ जो कुछ उसको संविधान ने अनुमति दी हुई है. अगर एक परंपरा है, उस परंपरा के खिलाफ कोई जाता है तो सही नहीं है, इसके लिए वो बीच में आया होगा.
So with this, political war of words continues over Karthikey Deepam in Tiruparankundram, with MDMK chief Vaiko also made comments saying that Madurai is known for peaceful city, but few are deliberately trying to create communal tension. So let's listen into the reaction what Vaiko had said.
இந்த பிரச்சனையில் இந்துக்களுக்கும் முஸ்லிம்களுக்கும் இடையிலே எந்த கருத்து வேறுபாடும் கிடையாது, எந்த மோதலும் கிடையாது. நீதிபதி தூண்டிவிட்டு பார்த்தும் மோதல் வரவில்லை, வரமாட்டது. இங்கே சகோதரர்களாக வாழ்கிறார்கள். அப்படி வாழ்கிற இந்த நகரத்தில் அந்த ஒற்றுமை என்றும் நிலவ வேண்டும் என்பதை வலியுறுத்தித்தார். சமய ஒற்றுமை, ஜாதி மத ஒற்றுமையை வலியுறுத்தியும் வருகிற ஜனவரி 2ஆம் தேதி மலைக்கோட்டை திருச்சி மாநகரிலிருந்து நான் 10வது நடைபயணமாக புறப்படும் போது அதை தொடங்கி வைக்க முதலமைச்சர் மாண்புமிகு தளபதி ஸ்டாலின் அவர்கள் வருகிறார்கள்.
So moving on to another story, which is from AIDMK, Principal Opposition Party held a General Council and Executive Council meeting in Chennai. It was a crucial meeting ahead of 2026 elections, where AIDMK General Secretary Edappadi K. Palaniswamy comes down heavily against Dravida Munnetra Kalagam ruling state government in the state. He criticized the DMK government over law and order situation in the state and over various issues. He questioned the DMK government as a dynasty politics known for corruption. He also said that all the ministers who are all accused of corruption charges, once the ADMK forms the government in 2026, there would be a strict legal action against them. Even he made a very important decision regarding the alliance. He announced that near to elections, ADMK will finalize the alliance ahead of 2026 elections. So that's all we have from Tamil Nadu. Moving to other states, from Kerala, Ashwin from Kerala. Over to you, Ashwin.
Well, thank you, Vijay. In fact, the breaking story is that the Congress MLA Rahul Mankuttal has been given a bail in the second case that has been registered against him. Right now, we are standing outside the Principal Sessions Court in Thiruvananthapuram. The Sessions Court has granted bail on the second case in which a 23-year-old girl based in Bangalore had filed a sexual abuse complaint against the MLA, stating that she was sexually abused by the MLA 2 years ago at a homestay in Bangalore. Now, this case had come just after the first case of Rahul Mankuttal had come, and in the first case also the Kerala High Court had given an interim protection to the MLA, which will end on Monday. But now the second case also he has acquired bail on the condition that he will have to cooperate with the investigation, which essentially means Rahul Mankuttal will have to come out of hiding, speak to the investigation team, speak to the SIT, and be there whenever he is asked to appear before them. So certainly he has been hiding for almost 2 weeks now. 12 days he has been hiding, and now he will have to come out because on 15th the interim protection by the High Court also ends. Meanwhile, the second story that is coming to light is Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has clearly stated that the statement made by actor Dilip is that of his mere feelings and has no real connection to or truth to it. He had stated earlier that Dilip had stated that he had gone to Chief Minister with an appeal that a conspiracy has been hatched against him, and the Chief Minister had noted the same. However, Chief Minister has denied such
meeting that has happened, and in fact stated that he does not remember any of such things that has happened, and said the entire investigation was done based on evidence only. Let's hear what the Chief Minister had to say on this matter.
എന്നെ അറിയിച്ചതായിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നില്ല. അന്വേഷണ ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥരുടെ അന്വേഷണം ആരംഭിച്ച ഘട്ടത്തിൽ അവരുടെ മുന്നിൽ തെളിവുകളായിട്ട് ചില കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ആ തെളിവുകൾ വരുന്നതിന്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിലാണ് അവർ നടപടികളിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങുന്നത്. യഥാർത്ഥത്തില് അന്വേഷണം ആരംഭിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് നിങ്ങൾ തെളിവുകളായിട്ട് വരുന്നവരാണ്. അതല്ല അന്വേഷണ ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥരെ സ്വാധീനിക്കുന്നത്. മാധ്യമങ്ങൾ പല കാര്യങ്ങളും റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുകയും അതിന്റെ ഭാഗമായല്ല അന്വേഷണ ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥർ നിലപാടുകൾ. അന്വേഷണ ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥരുടെ അന്വേഷണത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി അവരുടെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്ന് തെളിവുകൾ, ആ തെളിവുകളുടെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിലാണ് നിലപാടുകൾ.
Well, that's all we have for this edition of Southern View. I thank all my fellow colleagues of Deepak, Vijay and Ashish for bringing all the timely updates from the respective states. Stay tuned to NDTV. We'll be back with more stories. Stay tuned.